Hey there, Pisces. Welcome to a reading for the next 6 months. We're going to do from June to the end of the year. We're just going to see what comes up, and that's going to be that. You have this TikTok card and this higher power card. I feel like the universe is really trying to get you moving, Pisces, especially for those of you that are thinking about new directions or new opportunities. Literally, these two cards kind of popped out together here. The High Priestess and this Ace of Pentacles. So when I pulled that High Priestess, it flipped over that Ace of Pentacles, which I find very interesting. That would literally say that there's like something that is being divinely guided coming into your life here. And I decided I was only gonna pull one, but we're gonna pull two cards for the top cards there for each row. But you have the Six of Cups, the High Priestess, and the Ace of Pentacles in your first row. So it's like there's something, like a big opportunity that I feel could be coming in for you over the next 6 months. But I feel like it's something you're going to work on right away, Pisces. I feel like this is something that you're not really going to be waiting for. This half of the year is clearly going to be a lot better than the first half. Damn. Pisces, you have these are two both really good cards in this deck right here. This is the Salton Sea Oracle, by the way. For those of you that I'm sure are going to ask, it is an awesome deck. But, look at this reading, Pisces. This is extremely positive. Even with this Five of Swords, it's only one card. So, wouldn't really worry about it. But, I feel like some of you... I want to talk about this. I feel like the universe is really trying to light a fire under your ass, Pisces. I feel like the universe is like saying, hey, hello, this is the universe. We have a plan for you, or you have a plan that you agreed to before you came to Earth, and it's time to get your ass moving. It's something that's like much bigger than what you're doing right now, and this has been a theme for you all year. I kind of feel like the first half of the year, maybe not as great as the second half is clearly going to be freaking awesome just based off of this without even clarifying. I have a feeling that it's going to be much more positive, but I also feel that the universe is like, if you're thinking about old stuff from the past, Six of Cups here, you're just going to stay stuck. So, I feel like it's really important that you focus forward in this reading. You even have, literally the Page of Wands is one of my cards of focusing forward, and the Eight of Wands. You have both. And the Eight of Wands, to me, is definitely a card that encourages forward focus, which is different than just focus, right? Because you're focusing on literally doing things that move you forward. And that's what I would do here with this energy. There's something about happiness here as well. Some of you have been working on your own happiness, going Nine of Cups to the Strength card. The Strength card can just be your own internal, your own internal happiness, your own internal joy, the things that make you happy in life, whatever you want to call it. And so I feel like you've been very focused on your own happiness. You even show up here in a very strong position, showing up here. I want to see what else is showing up. But I feel like this is you showing up in a strong position. I literally just feel it's like the universe is saying, like, you're really tapped into your own vibes. You're really tapped into yourself here. And, I feel like the universe wants to, kind of reward you the second half of the year. And again, I want to stress that this is probably not going to be easy. Nothing, as I like to stress in my readings, people always come to me and they're always like, oh, boo-hoo, you said this was going to happen. Nothing happened. I'm like, I can tell just by your comment that you don't do anything every single day. So, I don't want to hear those comments, right? Yes, things are going to require work. No, it's not going to be easy. And again, people come in like, oh, I'm so tired and all this other stuff. I'm like, okay, wait, this is Steve talking, by the way. This isn't Chris that's talking here. This is Tough Love with Steve. And what I would say is that, yes, I get it, but at the same time, it's like, I'm not going to sit here and lie to you and be like, oh, come on, this is going to be easy. It's just going to magically happen, because that's a lie. So, for those of you that put in the work, you're clearly going to be very successful. There's a big opportunity coming in for you here, and I feel like you need to grab onto it. You have the Ace of Pentacles to the Nine of Cups, the Page of Wands. So this tells me that it's going to be something you're very enthusiastic about, this new opportunity that is entering into your life. It's almost like I see you more, it's like you're clicking into your path here. It's almost like sometimes I think, in life we kind of, maybe this is our path in the middle, and sometimes we kind of just do this. We go to the side, we go to the other side, and we kind of like wander around, right? And, what's popping into my head here is that you're much more clicked in. I feel like you're dead center. It's like you're on the right path, you're on the right part of your journey or something like that is what I'm getting here. So I feel like you're much more I don't know. Like that's the best way I could describe it, Pisces. So we're just gonna leave it at that. And let's see what we get here in this row. With the Six of Cups, you have the Magician. Yes, you've attracted this into your life, this opportunity. I almost feel like you passed some sort of test here. It's not really like a test, you know. I just feel like you've been doing the right things, making the right changes in your life, and the universe is like, well, they're doing what they're supposed to be doing. So here is a reward. With the High Priestess, you have the Eight of Swords. Yeah, I feel like you need to get out of your head a little bit here, though. I feel like thinking past or even thinking too much in the future is going to be a problem, but I do feel you should be focusing forward, like I said. So the difference between thinking about the future and focusing forward is that, again, focusing forward is like taking one step every single day to grow your business, or taking one step every single day to become more confident in relationships. Like, that's focusing forward. You're not focusing too far into the future. You're more just focusing like on an action. So, that's kind of like the energy that I get here. With the Ace of Pentacles, damn, you have the Sun. Again, I knew this part of the year was going to be much happier for you. There's clearly a lot of abundance, joy, happiness, good things coming in. Again, the Ace of Pentacles is like a seed. It's something that we have to nurture into existence. And obviously, you plant the seed. When it starts to grow, it needs sunlight. So make sure you're giving attention to the things that that grow in your life. I really feel maybe that's a lesson you've learned, is to pull your attention away from things that aren't growing. And, that's kind of what I get here. Next, you have this Turkey Spirit, which I can't even get, but I love this card. It says, give with gratitude and grace. But turkeys are kind of like the Empress. They are symbols of abundance and increasing in abundance. You have the Stag Spirit that says, take the lead. And, I really feel you are taking the lead in your life. I feel like you're doing things that these are like, it's almost like you're making decisions from that center place that I was talking about. It's like you're making decisions from your path now. And, I feel like that's where true power is, when you are making decisions that you want to make, not decisions everybody else wants to make, So I kind of feel like you are much more confident this second half of the year. And this is something that's going to be developing for you. I feel like it's something that's also going to develop into next year as well. This isn't something that's just going to disappear. This is something that you're developing so you can have it forever. Basically, this level of, I think confidence is the best way that I could put it. You have the Ace of Pentacles, the Nine of Cups, and the World. The Four of Pentacles. The Four of Pentacles is holding on too tightly to the past here, Pisces. You do have the Six of Cups right next to it and the Magician. So, some of you could have been dealing with a liar, cheater, stealer, or just someone who was tricky just in the first place right here because of the Magician. I don't know. I feel like, this is kind of like saying it's time to move forward is what I would say there. You have the Nine of Cups. Nine of Cups is a card of wish fulfillment. This is the only thing I'd be focusing on if I were you, is things that make you feel fulfillment. I feel like it's time for you to be greedy here, Pisces. Pisces are overgivers, so I feel like it's time for you to make your own decisions and for you to focus on yourself, because that's like where the good stuff is going to happen. And then you can, give all you want to people once you have your life in a good position. And I kind of feel like you're in that energy. It's like you're putting yourself in a better position in life, or you're or at least you're trying to put yourself in a better position. You also have the World here. I said it in your last reading as well. It does not surprise me. I mean, you have a lot of moving energy for many years, so it wouldn't surprise me if a lot of you are moving, doing a lot of traveling, or any of that stuff, Pisces, just because, mostly because of your astrology. I'm moving next year. I'm traveling a lot in between now and then, so it's like, I don't know, I'm a Pisces, makes perfect sense to me. I also feel if you want love, there could be an Aquarius, Scorpio, Taurus, or a Leo, or a Capricorn. Could also be a Leo. I think I said Leo, but it definitely could be a Leo here. But going this way, I feel like this is you right here, the King of Cups, and it doesn't matter what gender you are. I feel like you're just sitting in that King of Cups energy. He's kind of like, I just want to say this. See how he's kind of like sitting there? He doesn't really look skeptical, but I don't know, he's kind of like saying to me, like, prove it. So, I feel like some of you are kind of in that position where I don't think we should make people pass tests to be with us, especially a new person. I definitely don't think we should do that. To me, that's toxic also. I hear comments all the time of people who are like, I'm going to make this next person do this. I'm like, okay, what can they make you do? Then it's like you're starting off on the wrong foot. You're creating an imbalanced situation by making a person pass at some sort of test. But this isn't really a test. I feel like this is more you're just kind of like letting someone prove themselves to you. Let's put it that way. With the Four of Pentacles, Chariot moving for sure. Could be a Cancer coming in for some of you as well. I feel like this is saying don't be afraid to set yourself apart. No matter what you do, there's always going to be someone who breaks the rules, right? And you have this card next. I'm going to read it to you in a minute, but it says, if you need to break the rules, do it with conviction. You know, it's funny, I was watching some guy talk about YouTube, and I heard about this YouTuber, Hamza. I've never watched him before, but then, he was talking about how this guy, Hamza, he does like 2-hour videos or 3-hour videos or something like that, which is like insane, you know, because when you think about it, YouTube is all about, kind of keeping people on your video. Most people have very short attention span, so, 2 hours is like insane for YouTube. Like nobody does that, but he has over 2 million subscribers, so it's like there's always going to be someone who can break the rules. But now I feel like it's you, Pisces. I feel like it's your time to break the rules. I feel like, and I've learned this over the years through business. It's like, even I learned this on this channel. I was stuck for a very long time, and there are many things I do with this channel that go against the traditional YouTube rules, right? There are plenty of YouTube experts that talk about things I do in all my videos that where they say, don't do this, right? But it works for me. So, I've learned for years that sometimes it's like, should we do what works? Yes, absolutely. But sometimes maybe we're not meant to, or, maybe just they are just coming at it from only one perspective when there is another, just like the kid who does 2-hour videos, which is crazy to me. But it also kind of unlocked my brain, because I was like, damn, that is so different, and it's just so crazy it might work. And I kind of get that energy here. The Chariot is all about setting yourself apart. He has that city behind him, and he's going away from that city. And guess what? So does the Four of Pentacles. He has that city behind him, but he's staying where he is. I'm wondering if, I feel like some of you maybe have very unique ideas right now, and that could be the problem, is that you might have unique ideas for work or business or whatever it is that you do, and it's like you're worrying, that it breaks the rules, but I feel like you need to do it anyway. You have the Nine of Cups here. Nine of Cups is a wish or wish fulfillment. This is the only thing that matters, is that you're in alignment. Like I said at the beginning of the reading, it's almost like you're clicking into alignment, or I don't know, you're like becoming more aligned with your, purpose or whatever. So I feel like that's the only thing that matters. And you also have the Page of Cups. I wanted to clarify that with this card. Page of Cups, normally, he's got that fish in the cup. And I always say, Page of Cups to me says you need to grab onto that fish. It could be some sort of dream. Definitely could be a love as well. So there could be some sort of love situation coming in for you. With the World, you have the Page of Swords here. More experiences is what I would say. I've been saying this to you since the beginning of the year. If I was a Pisces, and I am, I would be, and I am having more experiences. I'm literally working on my new channel. We're almost ready. We're almost there. It's just everything's taken so freaking long. I've been working on this for like a year. And I'm very excited to get that going. But it's like I've had so many things that have like fallen out of place and everything. It's been crazy, but just get ready, is what I would say, Pisces. But what I would also say is literally that whole channel is going to be all about experimenting, trying new things in life, because I think the best thing Pisces can do right now is just have experiences. And the Page of Swords is a card of being a detective, but it's coming up on like the World card. And to me, it's saying that there are like, you need to go exploring, and I also feel, the Page of Swords would be very mental energy. So I feel like there could be a lot of thinking going on, where you're thinking about like potential experiences that you could have, like what if I went and traveled to this place, or what if I started this business. And I feel like you need to start tapping into that energy of not just thinking about it, but doing it and seeing where things go. Next, you have this card that says, here you go, Pisces. Don't lose yourself trying to hold on to someone. Four of Pentacles. Again, if you're holding on to a person, time to let go. You have this card that says, if you need to break the rules, do it with conviction and make a difference. Yes, like I said, I feel that for some of you, you could totally be breaking the rules. You could totally be doing things that make you stand out or make you different. So that's what I would be doing this whole entire quarter, is like, don't be afraid to be different. You have the Page of Wands, the Ace of Cups, and the Strength card. I definitely see love coming in for you during this half of the year. I actually feel like for some of you, it's coming in this month, June. I'm doing this video in the month of June, obviously. So I feel like there could be love coming in this month, and it could be a fire sign, could be someone from a distance. Definitely feel it's someone younger than you. You have the Page of Swords, Page of Cups, and the Page of Wands. So either you're, there's some sort of age difference here. It's either you or them. I don't, whatever. But what I would say is I feel like this could be a very adventurous, kind of like good person. You are kind of like this right here. Like I feel like he's kind of like side-eyeing this Page of Wands. So again, I wouldn't make anyone pass a test or anything like that, but I feel like you are, what you've learned is that you need to allow people to pursue you. I feel like you've learned that you need to allow people to kind of like, prove themselves to you, instead of just like vomiting your love all over them, which is typically what Pisces does, right? We love hard for the most part. And then, so we give people everything, and then they give us nothing, and that usually ruins things. So what I would say here is, let them give a little, then you give a little. Don't like vomit all over this person and be like, oh my God, let's get married and have 20 children and move to Siberia and start a farm or something like that. I would give this time, but, I feel like there's definitely love that could be coming in here. You have the Strength card. I feel like this is you in a lot of ways. Like, you've developed yourself. We were talking about this certain level of confidence that you've been developing, and I feel like you need to express your confidence into the world more. And again, just like the 2-hour video example, whatever it is that you're doing, there might be it's not really, I don't think it's really a rule. I think it's a standard. It's like, who set there's no rule that I can't put a 3-hour video on YouTube, but most people don't, because we've been convinced that the standard is, 20 minutes or 16 minutes or 12 minutes or, whatever the latest talking head is saying about YouTube, right? But there are people who break the rule. So, I feel like there are some rules that need to be broken, and you need to have the strength to do it, right? Have the strength to go against the grain is what I'm kind of getting here with that Strength card. Let's see. With the Page of Wands, you have the Two of Cups. Yes, definitely love, for sure. This could be coming from a distance here, Pisces. Definitely could be a fire sign. I've been getting fiery energy for you. Also, Scorpio and Cancer stand out to me, so it could be a fellow water sign. But I feel like this is a true, really good connection. It looks really good. With the Ace of Cups, you have the the Eight of Wands. You have the Eight of Wands twice, so someone wants to communicate with you. It's funny that I said vomit, even though it's gross, but, this right here is like verbal diarrhea. How's that for not gross, right? Verbal diarrhea right here. It's like someone wants to just spit a bunch of words at you is kind of like what I'm getting here. So, again, there could be a person who's very enthusiastic about this situation. And, again, good. Let them be enthusiastic, is what I would say. Don't ruin it. Like, again, sometimes I think we're bad at, it's like the energy that I'm getting here is I think Pisces is bad at, again, not letting someone be enthusiastic. It's like they want to be enthusiastic about you, but then you just, again, regurgitate a bunch of love all over them, or just give them everything. You don't let them, discover the mystery about you, maybe because you're afraid that you're going to lose them or whatever. And that stops it from letting them have the adventure. It's almost like, I don't know. Sometimes I think we get excited. We can see where something is going in a relationship. It's like, I feel like this person, it's like they have a vision of how falling in love, maybe this is a better way to put it. It's like this person, I think, has a vision of how falling in love kind of is for them, right? It's like an adventure. It's fun. It's a good time, right? But if you just give it to them, just love bomb them, then I feel like it's going to kind of, change the vision that they have. So I feel like it's almost like you're just allowing this to flow naturally, instead of just like I said, being all over this person up front. I'm not saying you can't have romantic times and everything like that. I'm just saying, hold back. It's not like you're holding back. I don't know. I'm spending a lot of time on this because I don't want to say hold back. I don't think we should hold back in relationships. Again, then when you hold back in a relationship, you are not entering as who you truly are, right? Because you're holding something back. So, but what I would say is just let it flow, right? With the Strength card, you have the Six of Pentacles here. Six of Pentacles is a card of equal give and take, and so I feel like this will be perfectly balanced if there is love coming in here. Another card of planting seeds, by the way, so I'm telling you right now, whatever you're working on, Pisces, especially if it goes against the grain, if it breaks some sort of rule, or if it's something the world has never seen before, it is going to be, very successful for you. I think you need to realize that I read this book a while ago called The Innovation Stack. It was actually only a couple months ago. But in this book, The Innovation Stack, he basically says that, it's kind of interesting because I don't think he believes in intuitives or anything. He's a very logical-minded person, the guy who wrote the book. But, he basically says, if you feel like doing something or innovating on something new, it's like it might not feel right to you because no one's ever done it before, but that is also a sign that you need to get moving. He basically says that without saying it, he basically says that ideas exist in the collective consciousness, and so if you feel like maybe there's some resistance in doing something, it might be because the collective consciousness hasn't picked up on it yet, meaning that you're the only one that has thought of the idea right now, but that could change. There's tons tons of inventions that were invented at the same time. I think the telephone was invented at the same time. 2 people actually invented the telephone. 2 people electricity as well at the same exact time. It's like there's 2 patents for the telephone as well, I think. So, it's like because it was in the collective consciousness. So I feel like what you need to realize, and what I'm babbling on about here, is that you have an idea. It could be for work or business for a lot of you. It could also just be something fun in life. And maybe it doesn't feel right, but it kind of does at the same time because no one else has done it or has thought of it yet. So again, you need to, get your ass moving here, Pisces. You have this starfish card. It says, trust your instincts, follow your intuition. There you go. It's like your intuition is saying, do this, do this. You have this pearl card. It says, uncovering lost wisdom or hidden knowledge. I mean, literally exactly what I just said. So I feel like you need to get moving. And again, I do feel like you need to understand that, innovators usually, they're not as successful right away. It takes some time. You have to iterate. You have to be willing to experiment. But if you do this, you are going to be very successful. You have the King of Cups, the Eight of Wands, and the Five of Swords. The Eight of Wands is a card of quick success. It's also a card of communication, so I definitely feel someone wants to communicate with you. And again, I do feel like this will move quickly. So it's not like, but again, I think really what I've been trying to say this whole entire time that I haven't been able to say is, I feel like you need to let go of that fear that someone is going to leave you or not want to be with you, if you kind of don't, love bomb the crap out of them, right? So it's like, I feel like you need to let this person, love on you and let them kind of come to you a little bit. And again, I want to stress that this should be done in balance, of course. Don't only make them come to you. You can also go to them sometimes. But, I kind of feel it's just like, I don't know, I wish I knew what I was trying to say here, Pisces, but hopefully you get it. You have the King of Cups here. Definitely love coming in for you. But I also feel this is you showing up in a very strong position. I feel like you're in a very controlled position as well. So, I feel like you're just taking control of your life. You have the Five of Swords. Five of Swords about taking a risk. And, this can represent a separation or a breakup. I would be careful of a past person. I mean, there could be a past person who's trying to communicate with you here. I would be careful of that, but I also really feel that the Five of Swords is more encouraging you to take a risk. I feel it's kind of like encouraging you to innovate. It's encouraging you to break the rules, to be unique, And again, these rules that you're breaking, they're not even rules. I think they're just, people live by some sort of standard that doesn't really exist, and you're meant to break it. With the King of Cups, you have the Star. Damn. The Star was at the bottom of the clarifying deck. I don't know if you saw that. I don't even know if that showed up on camera, but it is interesting. You have the Sun and the Star, which to me is fame and fortune when they come up together in a reading. It doesn't mean that you are going to become famous, but to me, whenever I have these 2 cards in a reading, I always say get as much attention as you possibly can because they reward attention. If you want love, go out. And you have Eight of Wands twice, which is socializing. If you want to get a raise or a promotion, get as much positive attention as you can in work or business. And same goes for everything else that you do. And some of you could be literally, stepping into the limelight here. With the Eight of Wands, are you kidding? Look at this. Ace of Cups, Eight of Wands, Ace of Cups, Eight of Wands. So literally just the universe repeating itself, the universe saying I meant what I said. So there's clearly love, communication coming in for you. I feel like you're going to feel really good about this, Pisces. I would just stay cool. It's like, don't try to, don't try to be cool with this person. Just let it happen naturally. With the Five of Swords, you have the Devil. I would be careful of this past. There's a past devil going on here. This situation right here. It's like now this person wants to charge towards you here. If there was some sort of separation, I'd be very careful of this person. I feel like they're a liar. I feel like they're a manipulator. I feel like about a lot of their secrets. The Sun, the Star. That to me, if this is a past situation. Sun and the Star to me, plus Eight of Swords and the High Priestess. Here, this to me says you didn't trust your intuition maybe, or you felt something intuitively with a person and didn't trust it. So, if you have a past devil returning to your life, I would definitely not let them back into your life for sure. I feel like this person was a liar for sure. Definitely. Let's see. We're going to do 5 main themes now. You have this Soldier card. Yeah, I feel like you need to stay disciplined. I really felt this as well. One foot in front of the other. Even if you could just do one thing every single day to again, I know I preach this all the time, but there's a reason for it. All the Capricorn energy really rewards that, one foot in front of the other. All the Taurus energy, one foot in front of the other. They're 2 different signs. They're 2 different energies, but very similar. So anything you do to create those 1% improvements every single day, really big. You have the sweetheart card. Yes. See, someone wants to be romantic. This is like what I'm getting at here. It's like, I'll just give you an example here, Pisces. It's like, sometimes my brother or just even certain people in my life will tell me things that I already know, right? But I just let them tell me, right? And I don't tell them that I know it. I don't try to act like I know it all, because sometimes I think it's like more important to just let a person, it's like people sometimes try to tell you things maybe because they think it's important and they want to feel like they're telling you something important, everything like that. So I try not to be like a smarty pants, and it's like I'm kind of getting that here in a love situation. It's like someone wants to do some things to you, not maybe to you, I just said it. Maybe they want to do some things to you or with you, or they like want to romance you, and maybe you're thinking to yourself, I don't need all this. It's good enough. But I feel like you really need to accept like the gifts here, whatever these gifts are with this person, because it's not about you. It's about them, right? And I think if you understand that, it's just going to be an amazing relationship. It's like, just let them be romantic. Just let them, romance you and do all these things. It's like, because I think it'll just build the trust. It'll build the situation up. It'll make them feel really good. So, it's like I've known people who like like to receive gifts and everything like that. It's like, it's not about you. It's about that person giving the gift, right? So I don't know. It's popping into my head. You have this surprise card. This guy, he's like dragging up a bit of money here. You can see that bag of money in his net. So, again, whatever you're working on, finances, I think, are going to be improving for you here. Really, you have like no negative financial cards. So knock on wood here, Pisces, right? I feel finances could really be good. Next, and I'm going to pull a finance card because I meant to add that deck in here and I didn't. You have this house card. Definitely some of you could be moving. So you could be moving or traveling here for sure. And finally, you have this wedding card. Yes, I definitely feel you could be meeting a person that you could marry. It's like, I don't think you're going to marry him like right freaking away or anything like that. But it's definitely a person that you could be marrying like in the near future. I just want to close this off with some of these financial cards. And just see like what you could be kind of working on. You have this inspiration card popping out there. I don't know if you saw that, but that's interesting. This card says a spark of inspiration will ignite a brilliant new idea. Yes, Pisces, the sun, the star. I mean, I could probably leave it at this, but I really feel like you need to trust your inspirations because, it's like the universe is inspiring you, but you need to move in that direction. Again, we're in a very innovative time where you could have unique ideas or unusual ideas, but follow those ideas. The star is a card of inspiration. You have this rescuer card. It says someone in your life may help you get back on track. Like, literally, didn't I say back on track or clicking in or something like that at the beginning of the reading? There you go. I mean, we'll just end it right there. But, I feel like for some of you, there could be a person. I don't think they're rescuing you or like saving you or anything like that, but I do feel that they could be helping you in some way. Really good next 6 months, but get moving. Like, take those little steps every single day, like I said. Love it. Thank you for being here, and definitely enjoy the rest of your year.